Hello here and welcome back. It's been these 2 weeks. Sorry about that. Last time I did, I got it. No, I think I just forgot to do it. But let's continue. Okay, we're not exactly on the beach. First day of the beach. We're a little bit behind. I know where exactly we are though. That's the thing. I remember that somehow. Last time we were. Okay, basically let's see. We're say Bakugo because he's a jerk. We're still a jerk. We still have to get the things for our person, but let's see. We're basically at the point, like, basically, we walked away from the. So I'm saying that, let's see, we see Bakugo, and he's like, I need help, and he's like, you're just a jam jerk. You can't even appreciate someone saving you. This is the only time I'm gonna save your life. Next time I'm gonna leave you for dead. I mean, we're gonna be here, but you aren't worth saving. And if you become a villain, I'm gonna kill you. See how long you can begin. See how you can become before your emotions get the best of you. Oh, and then he walks off. And I say, I am here. I want to train you. Oh my gosh, do you want me to help train you? He says, yeah, yes, of course. He says, okay, maybe a Taco Beach. Taco, I don't know what this, how the which is found. He says, yeah, yes, sure. I'm gonna say, okay, we gotta hear. Well, what do you mean? Okay, now when you see this training, day one of training. Yeah. Okay, times Deku, you just you say you don't have that quirk for you that much long, right? He says yes. Well, I'm going to do is plan to work both you correcting the body. I made a schedule of how it's gonna work. Some days are mostly gonna work. You're gonna work more on your quirk than your actual body, but in physical training. But it is gonna be worth it. 2 weeks later, Izuku has better control of his quirk. Has better control of his quirk and turning off it, turning off. But he's doing great work. Even some, he can even turn off the heat. He turned off the heat. He was able to get a little bit of the beast to turn some of the glass into sand into glass and burn it very good enough. And over the week, Izuku has definitely got some better clothing. Now he's wearing clothes that won't. He's not wearing his school uniform anymore. Basically goes to school. And is able to really use the fire a lot more effectively. He's able to get some of his parts covered in flames. His body already producing heat off it, so he's definitely getting in some fights. A lot of students are literally so far most of the students. So far he beat every student that has challenged him so far. And his clothes are basically all his clothes are not gonna be able to burn up actually. He got new clothes and with the chains that are basically fire, basically can handle resistance, is handling all the flames he's using, including some ear piercers. Mostly they the cross sign on it, but that's it. There's no dot on it or making the hospital, making it to the hospital. 1 month into training, Izu turned off his flames for a moment, turned off the heat, but he started having a panic attack and turned them back on, and since I'm like, how am I not focused on anymore about working in my flames? They're good enough already. His flames basically giving him all his confidence and power, basically just keeping him mayor, not losing himself. We cut to we cut to Elaine with with the principal next to some of the teachers know a secret about one all personally, not his deep power form. That is basically more power knowledge. More most teachers know about that. More or less. The ones that actually know how his work his transferability. Shoto is there, Grand Trudeau, Professor Meadows, and the other ones. I think those are most of the only things I would actually know about it. Alright, it seems like you're a little bit of a pickle. Yeah, he's like I'm having problems with who makes his sister to me though. I once personally think that might be it, but I don't know personally 100%. I'm trying to use him to handle powerful if I choose him, but also his quirk. I mean, it's mostly personal All Might mostly. But how do you think somebody who didn't chose? I chose someone who is a late bloomer. It seems odd that he broke into his quirk at least a month ago. His how he's using, he's pretty proficient using his own quirk. Don't know how, he just unlocked it like that day. He is so much, a lot, 1 month of training, he's really much a god, pretty much good at it. Has no control over it. I think he's maybe having some power on how he can use it fully, but he never can definitely put up a fight. It seems like he's pretty good at this, at his own quirk. Okay, I'm still recording, thank God. There's also another person, Mirio Takada. It's someone that some night sent a request for me to make him my new successor. He's pretty good. He's a second year student, so he can be pretty good for a successor. He's already good at his quirk. He might need some work on it, but I don't really know personally. But other than that, he's pretty good at using his own quirk. Shinsuke Midoriya has a good heart. And he does have seem like the qualities of a hero. Only thing are some things are kind of really messed up with this record, though. There are two records. One that's been done past year, and the one as after the Olympics work has been updated. So in the past, he was delinquent, all that stuff. But there's a new record. Nothing about the delinquent stuff. It just is clear. I don't know what's happening. And that's really give any ideas. Well, he has scriptures for this, so there is some quirkless. There are some criticism of people being quirkless about making them seem like they're worthless or being defiled or being made fun of and stuff. But I didn't think some places go this far. But the thing about his attitude is, his attitude became a lot more aggressive. It seemed like he's a lot more aggressive than Mirchigata. But other than that, that's mostly what I can see so far. Sometimes he absolutely drink with, but that's not it really, mostly. Well, it seems like the records are a little bit mixed up, though. It seems like there's some delinquent stuff of drunk with acids on that, but now is that Mercedes quirk, he's the perfect model student. So giving him even a little tempting, but I do say about his record, about how he's acting, though, is a little bit concerning, but he's so far doing a job of mastering his quirk. If he's managed, let's get this, leave this up a little bit later. 5 months later, he was walking to training. And noticing something a little bit odd. He hears screaming and runs to an alleyway, Where she's a girl is beaten, is getting beat up by a bunch of guys, but there's one guy, and she has a knife right next to her, and a guy right next, and a guy, and there's a guy that's bleeding pretty badly. Like, Izzy calls the police and tells the guys to stop fighting. Both of you. They seem reluctant at first, but Izzy says, "Are you sure you want to mess with me? You're not gonna really like what happens. I hope you." Because if you like to, because you want to, you better be you better be prepared to fight with fire. He gets close to him, and they get a little scared. Yes, now you're just gonna wait here, and let the police handle the rest of this shit. One guy tries to attack him, Ziku punches him straight in the face. Like, a right, straight punch in the face with a bit of flame on his hand. Punching guy leaving a little bit of mark on his face. It's basically nothing permanent. It'll go away with this little bit of burn cream. That's mostly what it would take. The other guy does try to go after him, and Ezekiel just kick straight out, leg sweep him, and then once he falls, he kicks him straight in the ribs, straight right, right, right kick in his ribs. And Paul and says to go, "Wait here, please over here," and you can see some blood on her. She's blood on her knife, her hand, and some on her jacket. He says, "There's other police here, and this will be perfectly fine. You said I did to them, and I'm willing to hurt you if you dare to resist and not come, and if you dare to resist, just I think please." He says, "Oh, follows on, man." He says, "I hope you know someone in the police force. I called him, and there may be a little bit of problem. Nothing I can handle. There's something I can handle. Mostly high school students, but there's a little bit. There might be some concern. Oh, you have a detective friend that can help me out here, because I'm not gonna. I don't know what would happen." I'll be there as well if you don't want to, if you just want to inform you of that. Police arrive and Zig says, "You better hurry and call your friend, because I might just start running my way out of here if that nothing happens." Police arrives, but receives a phone call from Olate, explaining it's one of his because it's one of my students, has run into a situation. He didn't start any of this, but he may have finished whatever there was. I don't know, something. He says, "Okay, I'm gonna ask some questions." He says, "What were you doing here anyways?" "I was on my way to train." The answer says, "Who? I'm not gonna tell. But I assure you, it's not a million at all." Truth. Well, what did it is, it seems, I do not know the full story, but it seems like those guys were beating up her, but it seems like that guy was stabbed, and she had a knife in her, she has a knife right next to her, and she's a little bit bloody. I don't know if it's her blood or the other guy's. I would recommend maybe. I don't know her quirk specifically, but I do notice that she does have fangs, which I don't know, which probably could be her quirk gives her fangs, or is part of her quirk. Other than that, I don't know. Those guys did seem pretty angry at her and screaming and trying to beat her up for what she did to the guy, but she stabbed that guy. But that's all I know. There could be more to the story that I don't know about. But maybe I think it's probably get a little bit therapy, ask her some questions. Her crime may having to fight people or fight them a little bit, but that's mostly it. If someone's quirk is when if people suppress a quirk can change people. I would one quirk person made a person have to drink someone's blood, and he has been suppressed for a while, and eventually that guy got some fangs, vampire fangs, and he really was starting to lose it, and a villain tried to fight him, and the guy just bit the guy and sucked the guy's blood, and it was perfectly fine. He never drank blood in his life before, but is having a hard time suppressing it. Some people who've been suppressed completely by the quirk are overtaken by the quirk that makes them delusional, lose who they are. And that's mostly it. This guy was not a severe case of quirk rejecting the quirk and suppressing the quirk a lot. Just basic instincts. So if this girl has been, if this girl has been suppressed, being telling her not to use her quirk at all, it can be led to some problems, mental problems. Quirk may force her body to change a little bit with those things, but who knows? But that's mostly all I know about anything about her. I don't know personally. The best thing I can get a hope for is someone takes her in, maybe Curious to take her in at least. That's all I can hope for to teach her better values and lessons in life. But that's all I can. But that's all I can say. Nothing else. Nothing really particular I can actually say about her. But I hope she has a better time in life now. Year 8th, month 8th. Izuku has cleaned up most of the beach. There's only like one trash pile left, and that's it. Like one trash pile left. But his work has so far his work has been really great. His body has been shaping up nicely, but that's mostly it. All my did think about Mirachigata though. He's not taking him fully. Mirachigata is someone always to think about. He does not think Mirachigata would want to work. He looked at him and it seems like he had a hard time controlling his quirk at the beginning of UA. He had a hard time using it at all. And considering he has been so far doing a great job of mastering he's doing so far getting great at his quirk. It seems like he got mastered it more or less. But it has somewhat a good fighting style from their own lessons. But he thinks from a mirror to God know about his secret, about one for all, about how it's transferred, but thinking about making a better successor for him. Because it seems like Ezekiel has mastered so far has greatly reduced it. He says, okay, Ezekiel, after today, you might want to learn more about my quirk on this. Mm-hmm. About my quirk. You know my skinny form, right? Oh, of course, Toshi. Of course, Mr. Aki. Yes, okay, okay, I'm getting it probably for now. Well, once you visit meet me here tomorrow. We're gonna have someone with us, but, I don't know, everything else is fine. Let's say, I am. And oh, you're both here, thank you. Yes, I was like, well, I'm here. You're gonna help, Ezekiel here. Also, you're here to learn about this. What happened? Oh, yeah. I can only be here for a couple of hours per day. I came here because I'm gonna need you to help Ezekiel a lot more than you think. Besides, I already did train most of his physical body, but fighting styles and other stuff, he might need more help on. Also, about what I would have to help him with. He says, wait, yeah? Yes. My quirk is called One Fall. It has been passed down from generations to generations. This is all of quirks. I'm the 8th user of this quirk so far. This quirk has been known to improve. If someone had a previous quirk, they have been proved to increase their own power. I was quirkless one. My master gave this quirk to me, and I did so far so many good with this. eventually, once I run out of my time, I've been losing power with my quirk for a while. Also, my injury gave me reduced time of using my quirk. Because even if I lost my quirk, if I not get an injury, I would lost my quirk eventually, not as fast as this. And I'm already this. If I not get this injury, I would be able to do some heal rep, but not as fastly as much. Yeah, you should have Izuku master my work with Izuku because I think Izuku should be my successor of my quirk. At the beginning, he couldn't have my quirk at all. His body was handle the physical strain on it. More or less, if I gave him my quirk without him training his and using it, and he knew how to use it, his is gonna fight off. But ever since his training has gone done, he uses his body. Now his body can handle the quirk usage of it. They're like, what? Is like, why? I'm prepared to be excessive, but why this? Well, to pass on this quirk, you have to adjust your DNA. Each user has been tasked to how to give their DNA to the next user, a simple piece of hair, blood. A lot of stuff, a lot of things to be used. Damn, but here seems like the best way. It's the least gross amount. I say you know about the other ways, blood. Eating some skin. Hair seems like the most easiest to do. Okay, you just want to like, oh my, that did not taste. That was horrible. That was horrible. Oh my god, that's so gross. I was like throwing up a little bit on the side. Like, it isn't actually. Yeah, I don't feel different. Well, of course not. You don't feel different straight away. It's not like you got injected with super serum. It's not like you got injected with super serum and became instantly Superman. It's not like you became this Captain America straight away. Your body has to digest it. A couple months later, at the end of the month, end of the training month, if you was developed full cowling, he'd be able to use at least 5% of it. His training stuff got stronger, but is able to is manageable. Mia's gonna help teach him using his quirk. And I think his bite style. You don't see Izuku trying to use punches, but he was not effective. But it was his did some damage, not to do too much damage, but his efficiency using kicks instead of punches were really great. Mirror's gonna give him a better style. Full calling shoe style. His style involves a series of using quick kicks instead of punches. There's gonna be only some punches in between of his kicks or between some moments, but mostly Willis is able to use his shoe style at more or less a better style, full calling him. It's not say before the entrance in him. Yeah, alright, here it goes. Like, I think I teach you all I could. The more or less, the best. Only thing I can do is basically at this point, you've been facing me more controlled, a more simulated control, very restricted control setting. Because I can't really use I didn't really use my quirking on you. But it's been a good experience for you, more or less. You will fight people who use the quirk differently than me, but mostly this is the best I can basically do and help you out with. But other than this, you're pretty much you have some good. At the beginning you had no instincts. Like your initial combat experience, basically you're not really a great commander at all. You laughed at a bunch of the things that were basically natural. You basically weren't natural at fighting at all. But there is something that was really great about you. Instead of being a natural fighter, you are fast and a great learner. You really are a quick learner, and your adaptability at fighting. You are natural. You're not a natural fighter, but your learning skills are impressive. You adapted quickly to the situation. You adapted quickly to the situation at hand. And that's not natural. I call that natural, more or less your natural skill of adapting to situations. You're a natural quick learner and pretty percent learning and stuff. You're not a project fine, but you're definitely a project now at use and analyzing. You're a natural analyst. And what's like, okay, you know you can, but today we're gonna fight. Me and you. He's like, I can't. Are you sure I can't beat you? That's the point. You're gonna see your progression of how you were so far, how great you're using your quirk, and how far you have came in these past couple months. After this fight, you're gonna have to rest up. So my small is interested in him. Also, want to say something about the exam though. Is after the exam, I won't be able to contact you for at least a week. I'm gonna be busy with something. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what it is, but I'm gonna be busy for that week. So if I can't answer your phone calls, just know I'm gonna be very busy that week. Besides, after today, with him fighting with me, using that would be such on your body. After exam, you after using your quirk and after how much you're gonna have to fight and stuff. Oh, did I say? Oh, what? Remember fighting? Don't worry, there is gonna be fighting. Practical exam. It will involve. It's gonna involve some fighting. It's gonna involve really a lot of physical strain in your body after that. And I want you to be myself after that week. On that, you're pretty much good. Usually I might fight for a while, like fight for the full 2 hours, fight for at least 10 minutes, fight for at least 10 minutes. Ziggler's doing some great hits on him. Hits. When I mean hits, I mean mostly his kicks. He happens to get some not many punches in there. But basically, his punching is zero accuracy with that punch. They've been missing very, very much. But his hits he's landing most of his kicks. But I'm ending it. He's like, continue. And then the wings up, like, okay, I'm ready for another round. Almost says, no, you're not. You're done for now. You're done. You have done enough today. You've done enough for you to do. You know everything could have, but this is the end. Yoshigato, I'd like to thank you for your help. You know you're not my, even though I didn't choose you as my successor, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you helped me out, and it wouldn't tell my secrets at all. I'm sure you would have been. I'm sure you would be still right here, even without my quirk. You would still seem like you'd be a great hero even without my quirk. You too, Zika, but I think this would help you a lot more out. This is a little bit, heads up, a little bit, let's say a cheat code for you, but a cheat code that you needed. You're natural with your quirk. You're a late bloomer as well. This just gives you legs up. It gives you a little bit legs up on everyone else. And you should not be jealous about feeling. You shouldn't really feel bad about getting this quirk and not really earn. You have earned this quirk. And you may feel a little bit. You may feel a little bit. You may feel doubt yourself that you needed this course to catch. You feel like you don't deserve this course, but I think you deserve it. Also, everyone has had years to train their course, longer than you have. You had a couple months to train with the 10 months to train with the normal quirk, and you had less time to train with your quirk. Train with my quirk. And my quirk is still a mystery to me. I don't know everything about it either. My master did say some things about her quirk that she didn't fully understand, even though after using 100%, she still didn't understand everything. She feels like there should have been more to the quirk than anything else, but she hasn't quirk for that much. I'm the oldest user a lot. I'm so far out of me and my master. I know I'm so far old. I'm the longest living user, but that's not saying much. I know I survived longer than my master's master, and I know my master died young. My master died young as well. For finding someone. Finding a villain that I already took care of. Finding the villain that she not the villain, but I was able to defeat the villain. He shouldn't be a problem anymore. But that's nothing that you need to worry about. I'm hoping. I'm glad I could. I'm glad you don't have to worry about this at all. But you were hoping to use you earning your spot. You earned the quirk. You master the basic of it. Master one of the first level of it. We're saying it for now, because there can be more to this quirk that I don't even know about. I'm actually don't know much about it either. But let's hope you can do well. After this, Iga goes home. Miro talks to Togo and Miro tells Miss Alma, he says, well, oh my, I'm a little bit sad I think she's your friend, but I'm okay with it. I'm over it. At the beginning, I found it so jealous that someone I didn't know got the quirk, but I understand it. Mm, I'm okay with that. I'm actually a lot more happier that I didn't really receive it. Because I would have felt a little bit more jealous, feeling really sad. I felt like it would have wasted on me. It been an honor, but still, I would have felt like a waste to me or less. Also, once I learned how to make my quirk stronger, I'm a little more scared about that. Because I had a. Before you met me, I think you read around them about me hurt, I think. But I had a hard time using my quirk. It took me this year, I was able to finally master. This year, I was able to get it somewhat style on it. I think this can make it a lot more better for me to use, a lot more usable. But that's really it. I'm really happy the way I was able to have this train to shoot straight him. I feel like he's become a great hero, more or less, with his natural ability of learning and analyzation. Listen, I bet he's gonna become a great hero. Where are we? I think we done enough for today. Clear me. Make sure to hit my Patreon. Make sure you actually pay for it, please. The only thing if you don't know why I want the Patreon, is so I can quit my job fully. I got a lot more, it's a little more part-time, but not part-time. It's a bit more loosely through, or more or less loosely through. If I quit my job, I would use you full-time. More full-time. I have a week, 2 weeks, I have a full week off. There'll be like not that many as much videos, but that's mostly you're gonna mostly hate me for that, but that's mostly it. I'm gonna try to use it more. I'm sorry it took me so long to do it, but there is a lot more than that. My reason was work. I'm sorry, work is physically and mentally straining on me. It's not hard, but it is definitely physical pain. But I'm able to handle the physical part. There's more or less at this point in time. But mentally has made my mental problems even worse. And motivation is not there. I have the stories, but you can tell my voice is dead. Or the motivation of it is. That's mostly all I have to say for now. Get my Patreon, get it fully done. I can quit work. I can have a lot more lavish lifestyle. Okay, lavish, but what I mean is a lot more relaxed lifestyle of doing YouTube. Make sure